Okay, so on today's show, we're going to be interviewing Paul Canoville. I have his book here in front of me, Black and Blue, which is an excellent read. Let's get on with the show. What really got me interested in you was a friend of mine called Mario, really keen footballer, was talking, and he goes, these are a list of people I think would make really interesting stories.
Okay.
And he mentioned your name. So I was like, cool. So me and Dwain, cameraman, got a list of people that we want to try and work through. And it just so happened to be one of my kids, because I run a sports academy, teach kids how to run, but effectively I teach them life skills through sport.
Right.
So my thing with that is, when life gets hard, training gets hard, you got to still learn to get back up and carry on.
Yeah.
And one of them comes to train, and she goes, Dwain, a guy called Paul came to our school. And I said, Paul who? She goes, what, Paul Inch? She goes, no, Paul was the first black. And as soon as she said that, I thought, I've got to get in touch.
Oh my God, what school was she?
St. John's up in Enfield way.
Oh, stop it. Yeah.
Yeah, just recently.
Oh my God, stop it.
I swear.
Hear what now?
You see?
I went to the school, and no word of a lie, I thought it was a Harry Potter business. I'm gonna lie to you. Because the teachers came up, all of them in this cloak, and I went, what am I doing
Getting yourself
here,
into?
Paul? And no word of a lie, when I got off the bus, I said, it's quite easy, because I got so early and I infiltrated.
Yeah.
It's like, do I know where that is? Of course I knew. I was living down there, and I went, oh my God, got on the bus. It took about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But it said, Paul, you can't miss it. I said, miss it. It says St. John's School. You get off. Let me tell you something. It's pure fields.
Yeah, it's a big
So I'm
open
lost.
area. Yeah.
I said, wait, so I'm following this map on the Google. It's telling me to walk. Said, alternate. I had to walk back, alternate. I'm lost, bruv. It's 9 o'clock. I said, I don't like to be late.
Yeah.
And then I see these other kids come off the bus, and I said, wait, let me ask them. Boy, it's St. John's School. Are you from that? Yeah. Is it all right to follow you? I said, yeah. I want to follow. Let me say, nobody would have found that. It's like a cul-de-sac. They went round, and I see the longest path.
Wow.
When I mean path.
Yeah.
And when I reached out, I said, Paul, you would have never
found this. Luckily,
and
the kids
gates,
were there.
when I mean proper gate, you can't even see from outside, right, how this building worked. The gate said private property.
Only.
St. John.
That's it.
And I was like, what?
Wow.
When I went inside now, see this building, I said, what? And the playing field area, it's just, seriously, it was big.
Nice.
So it's funny because I'm asking the kid now, and a black kid comes along, and I'm thinking, okay, he's coming towards the gate, because I had to take pictures of this gate at school. I said, hi, you got to school? He said, yeah, how long you been there? He said, 4 years. But he's looking at me dubiously like,
who are you? Yeah.
And he's like, to him, so you think it's a good school? So, yes, it's a good school. And he was like,
why do you think you're so standoffish?
He's really young boy, so I'm thinking, oh my God, all right. It's funny enough, before that, we just, at the end of the day, right, talk to them, and they received me so well.
Yeah,
I killed it. He come up to me, oh my God, why didn't you say who you was? What do you mean who I? I didn't have to say nothing. No. So his friend now, they said, he thought you was a paedophile. I went,
oh, no.
I see how you stay, so you couldn't even ask me who me.
Because at least ask before.
Ask me, and the guy went, I swear, Lord, now, you see, look, I got Chelsea, I support them too. But you thought I was a paedophile. Check you out, yeah? You know what I mean? It was like, but it was so good, I'm not gonna lie to you. I knew from you said it was a high school, I didn't expect to see a lot of black kids.
Right.
And educated, I'm not gonna lie, it was just, it threw me back.
Yeah.
Because I've gone to kids where it's been posh school and you don't see that many black kids, but there was a lot of black kids in this school.
That's good.
So I was like, I felt underdressed, I'm coming in my old shorts and that little chat, and I think, oh my God, every kid is shirt and tie.
Well dressed.
Right, and well dressed. I said, no, man. And trust me, what done it was the teachers come in big, long, hot Harry Potter cloak, come in the place, and I was like, no, brother Paul, you got to come over and just speech this out.
Yeah, but you left them with something.
I did.
Good.
I did feel like that head teacher loved me to death. He supported. There's only two influence.
You know what the beauty about people having a story and sharing it? Because if we don't, these kids have nothing to look upon and
They won't know.
They won't know.
Yeah. I get that.
And a lot of stuff we see on social media now is all about the glory. But no one understands the hardships that go in to what we do.
And it was funny because I had to open up and I felt comfortable opening up. And I went, I talk into where schools, underprivileged schools, you know what I mean? And so I can just be myself.
Right.
But this one I thought, oh, Paul, this is a bit educated, so I thought I had to adjust myself. But at the same time, they still understood.
Yeah.
And I went down where I started football, how it was before, with my parents, well, my mum at the time, because my dad left when I was one, and she didn't see football as a career.
And that's, yeah.
So I had to, it was not like convincing her, it was like, boy, I was stubborn, I said, Mum, football's football, I love football.
Yeah,
No.
go and do it.
Tried to stop me playing football. But it was like showing them exactly growing up how it was and where my parent came from, the Windrush, you know what I mean, era. And how what she received as racism back then, it was in your face, not how it is now. We're trying to curb that, but it was for her to tell me what she went through, and I had to think, don't know if I could accept that, Mum.
Yeah.
So I was letting them know, and obviously my career as football, and then the after effects when I had to retire, and then the involvement in drugs, and involvement in depression, I just felt so open.
Yeah. And it's probably the best that you've been open with yourself, so sharing it is not a problem.
Well, that's what I think was, at first for me, I wasn't one of those persons that would open up. In school, I was kind of shy, and it was the quiet one. You know, the quiet one that knew the answer but wouldn't put their hand up. But when the answer came out, I said, I knew that.
Yeah, why didn't you put your hand up?
So it was one of those that when I tell you the truth, when I had my drug problem and I went in rehab to myself and twice, don't get me wrong, and talking to a counsellor. That was the first thing for me, is about talking to a counsellor, because I always thought, who's talking? I
don't need those people.
My counsellor and
You're
telling me my
yourself.
business. No way.
Yeah.
I was rejecting that. But let me tell you something.
It's the best thing.
The best thing ever for me. It allowed me to be able to now talk
about
to
it.
not just 200, 500 people. Trust me.
So number doesn't matter.
So I tell people now, don't ever think of that fear of thinking that you don't have to talk to a counsellor, or your counsellor's a fear of telling them your business. They're there to help.
They're here to help.
You know what I mean? So,
and they're not going to judge.
They're not going to judge. Then your business is your business. It doesn't go nowhere else. They got to understand, but it does help, because it took a lot of weight off my shoulder.
Totally. And this is what I liked. When we knew we was going to meet, I quickly went on Amazon, bought this, and the moment I started reading, I said to Dwain on the way up, I grew up just like you.
So,
in every single way, with being in a strict household.
Yeah.
From being locked in our room to sneaking downstairs, stealing everything that was in there.
Oh my God.
Everything. I thought, this is why. And it's so good to be able to talk to somebody else who went through the same type of thing. Because, again, me and Dwain always talking, goes, I don't want to sing it to black men, but men do not talk.
No, we don't.
We don't talk.
And that thing, see, for me growing up, I wanted a male figure around. Obviously, like I said, my dad wasn't around, but I wanted a brother. Yeah. It was that bond that I wanted. So everything now was talking to my sister, but like, you know, certain things you don't, you know what I mean, you can't open up with her. And the next thing was that bonding with your mum. And then obviously with my mum, who's being so strict now, you had to be...
You got to cage everything in, isn't it?
She's just going to say, what do you mean? She'll just complain and she won't see what I'm seeing. Yeah. She'll object to anything I'm doing. So it was a case holding back. And when you're holding all this
You're holding all of this in for years.
Trust me, the wrong person's going to get it. And there was a slight argument, I let off, and it wasn't their fault.
No.
And you know what I mean? I had to humble pie and apologise. Sorry, you know what? I was wrong. It wasn't you, it was me. But that thing had to stop, and I did it many a times. And I knew, you know what, I need to open up.
Yeah. It's the same.
Talk to somebody.
We got beaten for doing the good thing, we got beaten for doing the bad thing.
Trust me, when you...
And we didn't know what was right or wrong.
You know what? Growing up, it was our learning curve.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but it was a hard curve because, as I said before, our parents came from Caribbean. They wasn't born here in England. So they had that discipline area about them. And my mum was most disciplined, trust me. She had a granddad. My granddad, her father was
You think she was that way because she was disciplined that way?
Yes, she was.
So she saw that as
definitely
the rule for you.
So when she come here, she's going to do the same with her kids.
Yeah.
Now, as far as she admits right now, she wasn't that loving mother or maternal, should I say the word was. And she see that now. She regrets and obviously apologising and said, Mum, I understand that, don't get me wrong. Because for me, it was like, I'd like her to say, boy, how was your day?
That's something.
She wouldn't ask you that.
Yeah.
Mum would just say, you do your chores. That's the first thing. And you know how that was. Your chores had to be the Hoover, had the bed up, had to clean her thing. That was the typical thing. Not ask, how was your day at school? How you feeling? No. Chores. You know how it was.
Same with our house,
you knew the time when your mother was coming. You start that about 10 minutes before she comes, start cleaning up. Not half an hour do it proper because it's rushed. You know what I mean? And hope she don't notice that. I've had that too. And when we turned to my kids, my son, he said, what? I said, look, you come and stay by your gran for 2 weeks. I bet you wouldn't come there. You wouldn't stay there. Trust me, I bet you complain.
Different. But do you think some of these kids are lacking that?
Yeah, definitely.
They don't necessarily need the beating because...
They don't need the beating.
But the discipline...
voice alone. That's how my kids when I was growing up. This voice alone. When they deeper and say, they looked, they knew they're doing something wrong. But these kids now, they've been given, they've been got. You know what I mean? It's too easily. And as far as I'm concerned, it's not earned. And this is where the effects of... Don't get me wrong, what I see with the knife crime and what's going on is poverty. And the options that are not there, not just for the black kids and white kids, but the kids itself, the youth. When we was growing up, the amount of youth clubs that were going on.
Oh, yes.
You had youth clubs.
We had things to do.
Your mum knew where you was. When Mum, can I go to youth club? They knew where you was. So one time she'd tell you, make sure you're here at 8:30.
That's it.
Because you're in bed at home.
Yes.
Boom.
Yeah.
And that was great. We went there, function, play football, do
it's true.
Come back, bam. That was great. But these kids ain't got that now. They're on the road at 1:30, 9:30, 12:30. And this is the next thing. I'm sorry, parents can't be leaving their kids out that late and not expecting to know what they're doing. Something's wrong. Because I know I can't, I'll be concerned. I would be concerned. If my child was out on the road, I'm on the phone. Where are you?
Where are you?
What are you doing?
Exactly.
Get your ass at home. Or if not, I'm coming for you right now. Hear what? Hear my voice, you know? I'm not joking. But I don't know. This is, I only think, like you said, they can look up to us. The individual that's been there, that can mentor, and that can share, hear what? Moments. That's not the right way to go. So I continue to do that, don't get me wrong, and I enjoy that so much. I really do. I can sharing about my parent, my mum.
Yeah, because I read that in the book. It was really, really interesting to hear her upbringing, having you and your sister quite early.
Yes, that wasn't her dream. Obviously, she wanted to be a nurse. But
she's learning on the job.
She met the dad and, you know what I mean, come in to be a nurse at 18, a grand centre on her own. Trust me, that's a powerful... You've come to a country...
That you don't know.
Don't know. On your own, you've left your brothers and sisters.
What age was she when she left?
When she was 16.
Wow.
Brother, she's on that Windrush boat at 16. I'm saying, we never used to travel when.
No.
When we was growing up, our parents took me, Mum and June, my sister, June, everywhere. From 13, 14, bam. It was either me and June would just travel.
Never on your own.
Never on your own.
To a completely different country.
Trust me. My mum took me to the Caribbean to see our grandparents at the age of 14. Me and June.
Your mum 2 years older than you would have been doing this on her own.
Exactly. So when we saw the parents and saw how strict it was like, that's why Mum was like that. Because, boy,
her upbringing was, I can relate.
I couldn't bring my kids now bringing up. I said, nah, there's no way I'm treating them up. Nah.
This is the same thing, because I was saying, because I didn't get no love or how are you from mum or dad. Man. And the same thing, just like you, I've had the same conversation with my mum.
No.
And she goes, if I could turn it all around, I would never allow your stepdad to do what he did to us.
The same thing, Mum.
You know, so with my kids now, and granted, I've been all quite up in the business. When I had my first, I treated him the same way I got treated. I thought, D, what are you doing? You can't do that.
No.
And then I could see ahead where this was going.
Right.
And then I started to look at where my dad wasn't around.
Yeah.
I saw him once on a blue moon.
Yeah.
And he came with bearing gifts to sweeten me up, but then I wouldn't see him for months.
You know what? Because we don't realise that at the time, don't get me wrong, I didn't see Dad until I was late 25. No, I lied, 22, 23 years old.
So he left when you was one?
And every family member, boy, you look like your father, Vernon. And this time, don't get me wrong, I think it annoyed my mum because everything, I look exactly like him. So you imagine if I start giving my mum lip.
She sees your dad.
Your father. She used to give me some serious lip, twice as much as my sister. You know what I mean? And I'm stubborn. Like, it come to a time where, boy, licks ain't even hurting no more, but you just hold that face.
And that's all that building up.
Trust me.
It's building up.
So, you know what I mean? I learned from it. I'm not going to lie. But as you said, when you bring up your child now, I wasn't going to get that.
No.
I said, you know what? My voice, and I'm going to share with you. Yeah, it might have a tone on it, but I'm going to check because I love you. I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong and why you're doing it wrong. I'm not going to beat you in no way. So.
Now, if Mum had taken that approach with you, would your life be different?
I think it would have. If I'd been open, or she'd been open, that we had a conversation, that we had a
bond as such.
Bond.
Yeah.
I think so, because that's all I wanted. I wanted to share. And why it was because you went to other family members, or not in family, friends, who was, their parents were like, wow, they're like friends. I go in there, how you doing? You know what I mean? You know that courtesy, that manners. Mrs. William, how are you? Good morning, Mrs. William. Yeah. Oh my God, boy, why can't you be like Paul? Chuck manners. You know what I mean? They always praise me than their own kids. And I'm thinking, boy, they got a good relationship. I don't get that at all with my mother. You know what I mean?
So it almost makes you resent your mum, doesn't it?
You know what? I hate to say that because I love her to death.
Yeah, but
you got so upset, like, I hate you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's time when she punish you for, I go in that bed and I'm telling you, no word of like, I hate you. I'm going to run away. You know how many times I said that, bro? Yeah. I said it so many times, I didn't do it until one day I did it. Oh, Lord, let me tell you something. I don't know what was taking in my ass there, because me run away, sneak out the door, run away, got out my friends now, and we was having a great time, time in the evening now, everybody going home.
Oh, God.
Where Paul going? He going home. I don't have a home. I run away.
You can't go home.
I went, brother, it was like a donkey tail in between my arms. I went home. I knocked the door.
You already know what's coming.
And you know my mother's one of those, you're talking through the letterbox, you know. She don't open the door. Sorry. You know that one day, innit? They don't open the door lightly. They say, who is it? It's me, Mum. Who is me? It's your son. My son is in his room. This is the talk I'm going through, you know. This is half an hour, 3/4 an hour. Bruv, you don't know.
Talking through the letterbox.
Mum, so where you coming from now? I ran away. Oh, you ran away. So what make you come back? I ain't got nowhere to go. My mother's making me real big. This is what I'm saying. That these kids don't know. Thinking, what? Nah, Mum, Granny couldn't. We talking Gran. You don't know your Gran. Trust me. The amount of times I did that, man, I was like, boy, just go in your room.
And circle.
Trust me. You think it's a joke. Many times I would never forget it. And it's so funny. Like you said about, I've done this autobiography. I can remember everything. As soon as he said, oh, Paul, you're going to have to remember.
It all came flooding back.
It came flooding back. Bam! Bam! I was like, and he said, Paul, all right, hold it there. Because he did it on the dictaphone. Hold it there until next time. I can't hold it there. I got to flog that now. Come on, man.
Let's go.
And he said, boy, I had to wait for the next time. I was like, I couldn't believe I could remember every little incident that I had in detail. I'm telling you.
Detail.
It was like it was needed. It was waiting to come out. And
it's probably best it's come out this way in a more physical way.
Yeah, it was that way. And that's the reason I've got to admit to myself, it had to be that reason. Yeah. This was the reason why. You never know an opportunity or something that was going to come up, and this way it was. I would have never thought me doing autobiography. Come on now.
Never.
I didn't understand, obviously, the career that started at being at Chelsea Football Club, being the first black player. I didn't know how important that was. For me, the dream was to be a professional footballer. That's all it was.
Right.
And I fought many, steps for that. And those who doubted me, everybody said, you're good. And like, boy, you go to this club, that club, nobody says nothing. You think, you doubt yourself. And the opportunity came, don't get me wrong. But before them times, I ain't no angel. I wasn't an angel to you.
Yeah.
I was a lamb. I used to follow. And that was my problem. I used to follow. And that was because I was looking for that male bonding figure. And, you know what I mean? It was friends that were older. They was all older than me. I was the youngster. But I have to respect them. You know why? Because at times, they kept me away at real when they were doing some stupidness. They said, Paul, no, we don't want you there. So what do you mean? Come on, man. No. You have a talent. And these are my friends, you know.
That's smart.
They said, no, you have a talent. They knew. I said, yeah, but no. Go on, go home.
Leave this alone. This ain't for you.
What? And I had to think. I didn't realise at that time, but I had to realise, boy, that man was serious.
Yeah.
I had to respect them because I was good.
When did football start for you?
Oh, football, early age 5. Where it come from, I don't know. I was just natural. Growing up, playing for my junior, playing for the senior, I was just naturally in the team. Back then, football, I was playing 3 games in one day. Wow. Now, today's football, you couldn't even see a kid do that.
Why?
Oh, the physical,
Was it more physical then, or it is now?
It was, I'd say it's the same physical how it was, but as a kid, you don't want to be draining out a kid, and so much as so. The dietary, the whole skeptical about professional football now to this, it's just that standard that we didn't have at the time when I was playing. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy playing with them.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Trust me, I mean, football, grounds, travelling, it was unbelievable. I mean, when you see something on telly now and you're amongst it, you must know the same thing when you was running and I see them crowd around the track and then now you're here. That's what I tell those kids, I think.
It's a buzz.
They say, but how is it when you score? Well,
it's a buzz.
Nothing more when you go down the line, take on 3 man or 2 man, supply a ball, and even score, and you get that crowd buzzing. You don't know, your teammates come to you and like, you see it on telly, you see the crowd. That is how it is. Got to see it.
Do you miss that?
You got me into the thing there. I had to take my time.
I miss it.
I say, you know what? Because, all right, what it was, when I finished, I had to retire, and that was the worst thing.
That was at what age?
25. It was the hardest decision in my life, one of the hardest decisions in my life, to say, I'm going to retire from a game I love so much and didn't know what I was going to do. And I think, boy, I was in some denial. I was telling myself, nah, I don't miss football. No, man, it's all right. No, I don't miss it. I was in denial. I missed it hard. I'd be on the telly going on, think, boy, what's
you want to still get out there?
What's wrong with the shoot, man? Cause it early. I was talking the game and I was like, Paul, you know what you would have done then. You think, oh, man. I think, for me, I didn't go into the coaching side.
Why?
I wasn't patient. And it's obviously going for your coaching badges. I'm not patient like that. And probably that's why I found something else to do, and that was to talk. I wouldn't have known until the historian and obviously the helper who assisted me in writing this autobiography, that when they asked me, I returned back to the club, 2004, that they asked me to go and talk to kids. And I was thinking, talk to kids? Yeah. But these kids weren't even born when I was playing Paul, they know about you. Yeah. So this is the thing, you got to understand, I'm thinking, they know about me. How do they know about me? So I'm going in the kids now and I was talking first, I remember it so distinctly, Pimlico Library, from kids that were 8, 10. I'm talking, I'm sharing my story, and like you heard me, my mum, I take off that accent, and those kids were, oh my God, that's like my mother, oh God. So I thought, wow, this is all right. You know what I mean? Put Nicholas Diary in. And then you give them time to ask you some questions. And when the boy asked me, Mr. Canoville, why did you go in such a weird?
Yeah, they asked the most honest questions on
I was like, it hit me like.
One of them asked me when I took performance enhancers.
Good.
They said, how did your mum feel? It broke my heart when the kid asked me that.
Bruv.
Broke my heart.
They
didn't know what to say.
Me with, I was like, where did you get that?
Yeah.
Man, seriously, I was like, I expect that. Like, this is an interview. You're going to give me that question. Yeah. These are kids. Yeah. And giving you the question, I'm like, it's
caught you, doesn't it?
And I looked at the teacher.
Yep.
He's opened the door.
Yep.
Answered. I went, you sure? I just answered. But I said, boy, what? How you lot know? I asked him, how you lot know so much about me? Mr. Canoville, Wikipedia.
Yes.
I said, Wicca who?
Wicca.
But you don't see, I had to rush home, ask my daughter,
What's Wikipedia? Yeah, it's got everything.
Oh, daddy, man. No, please tell me. Bob,
everything.
I'm thinking, I never give them this information. I didn't get this information. I swear no, I wasn't computer literate. Trust me. Now?
Yeah.
It's like I do everything.
The internet knows more about yourself than you know.
Google everything.
It's everywhere.
I'm serious. So that was obviously news to me, as I said, 2004. But before that, there was a lot going on. I'm not gonna lie. There was just so much playing and going through the stages, 12, playing football for the district. There's still kind of, you know what I mean, following the wrong crowd. By the age of 14, 15, got myself in trouble. I must have tried and burgle a electrical shop. And person who gets caught, yes, it was me. First time, but the judge sent me straight down to detention. And you know what? That was it for me. It was a case. I just said to myself, I can't be in a place like this. I like my freedom.
Yes.
This was locked in 24/7. I was like, nah, I can't take this.
How long was you in for?
I was in there for 5 months. And like, so I came out early because, trust me, I was writing letters to my football coach. I remember Colin Barnes. And he was at Innington. And by the time he come out, I was let out for good behaviour. It's so funny because when I was there, it was I played in the football team that was there in the detentions and I joined it right away. And this particular game, we had a football team that used to come into the grounds. Game we played, we won 10-0. I scored all 9. Left one.
These long.
You know what I mean? It was like that, trust me. And you got the screws, and I called him Screw that time. The man said, boy, you know what, you're good. Why don't you go and play for Chelsea? Oh, Chelsea who?
So that's how it came about?
Are you mad? The first mention of Chelsea. And don't get me wrong, I'm telling man now, but now I do support Chelsea. I used to support Leeds United back then, yeah. And that was the first time anybody mentioned the top club, Chelsea, and that was Screw. So I came out and it was a case of, you know what, yeah, Paul, need to take this serious. And my Auntie Stephanie, because Mum is one of those things, you know, when you hear this one, I had enough, I tried my best, I washed my hands with you. I love that word. And I was like, I'm going to use it with my kids, but I can't use that on my kids.
I wash my hands.
But it's how they say it. My mum would just say, I wash my hands with you. Like,
she don't
want nothing. Yeah.
She gave up.
I've upset you so badly. I've embarrassed you. I've shamed you. She's had to move house because of something.
But that drove your determination, innit?
But trust me, you know what? I came out, said, Mum, I'm going to behave. Yeah, I had to go and work, find work. That's when I went and played for Hindon Borough. That become semi-pro because it was part-time. And it was like Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday. And I took it very serious and it was going on 16, 17, didn't realise. It's time I was sent to clubs, pro clubs, on trials. But see, at them times, nobody said nothing to you. No manager said nothing. You gone in there, I was playing with players I was watching on the box. And I'm there playing and supplying them. I was thinking, boy, yeah, this is easy. Nobody says nothing. You go back to him, then next club. You go back to him, next club. Nobody said nothing, so I'm not good enough. That's when Chelsea came in. Invited the scout there, Ron Stewart. And I'm now standing up with man I was watching on the telly. Mickey Dwyer, Clyde Walker. I was like, So I'm a bit nervous now. And when I'm getting the ball now, I'm not playing my potential, but I'm cheating, if you can say it, because now I'm just getting the ball and giving it back. I'm not making no mistakes. To make anybody to see, you know, yeah, here you go. Making it look good, but yeah, here you go. And, you know, kept it cool. That whole week, nobody said nothing. Once again, went back to the club, thinking, you know what, Paul, you ain't good enough. But the scout came back, he said, what's wrong? I said, well, nobody said nothing. No, we're interested. Come back. Went back that week. I was still doing the same thing, but the third day.
Playing KG.
And Graham Wilkins, who's brother to the late Ray Wilkins, died. He was a right back, and it's funny that he said, Paul, Kenneth, what are you doing? He said, what do you mean? He said, they don't want to see that. Take me on. You're a winger. Yeah. Take me on. So I knew my ability.
You had blinding pace?
Bruv, I was gone. When I gone, I liked it. When I dropped that shoulder, I was gone. And I'm telling you, like, are you sure? Because I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Take me on. But then, man, I just dropped, gone, dropped. Oh, gosh, Paul. Confidence just start peeling up now. I'm getting the ball. I'm just comfortable on the ball, just doing things.
Was this in games or just training?
This was in training. This is the start of trial. Well, I say trials was, and I was in the office the Friday with the manager, and he signed me for the remaining 7 months. He said, look, prove yourself in them 7 months, and you'll get a free year. And you know, I mean, that's all I wanted to do, get that. And from there, I was in reserves, making goals, scoring goals, man of the match in 4 months. Man had been there for years, couple of years. In 4 months, I'm into the first team. So the day I was called to make my debut, never forget that day. It was against Crystal Palace, Selhurst Park, way. Kelly's your sub. I went, yes. You make them phone call. Yes, bruv, come see me. Yeah, I'm there. What's up?
Did mum come and watch?
Nope. I didn't even share that with him. I'm going to be honest. The mum was in football. Didn't share it with her.
So she never come to watch no games?
My mum never even watched me when I was playing small. That's the thing about it. And this is why I talk with kids. I talk to the mothers, to parents now who has their kids going football.
Go and support
them. Because many of our parents back then didn't support our kids in what they followed through, what they dreamed through, whether they're athletics or not. You didn't get that kind of support, which would have helped us so much.
Of course.
It would have been, for me, proud for my parent to be there, even if my dad was there.
There's somebody, a representative.
Somebody there who saw me and see what the people are saying, that you're good. Mum, see me. Then you'll understand why I'm chasing this dream. She didn't.
That's a shame.
It was hard. Word of a lie, and I took it down because I didn't say nothing, but for me, it was hard because everybody else, parents was there, and man's coming up to me, well played, my son. You're good, well played.
But you wanted to hear that from your mum or dad?
One time. And you go home. You want to open up and say, boy, mum, I had a great game. First thing you say, well, you're back. Make sure you clean your room. Make sure you...
She kept you grounded, boy.
Bam. You just went, and bam.
She shut you down.
Trust me. And it's now we're opening up and we share that with mum. She realised, boy, I didn't know, That's how we felt, mum.
That's a shame.
So I'm glad really now that I can open up like that.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to go down to rest with that on your chest.
Yeah, because it was like, you couldn't share that at that time with her mum. You couldn't tell your parents anything, because they were right. You was wrong. No matter what it was, but now you have to now listen to your kids.
100%.
Today you have to listen to your kids.
100%.
Yeah? From there explain something, they need to explain to you. Then they can hear your reply.
And the thing is, with the beauty of having an open relationship with your children, if you don't express yourself with them or allow them to express themselves, they will go on the internet.
They were stubborn. Trust me.
And they'll seek advice from people who are less experienced in them. That's when they get in trouble.
That's when they were shut down the same way how we shut down. And then they won't be opening up to us. And that's that's the worst thing, when you can not have your child come and say, boy, I've got a problem.
Yep.
Because somebody else will know that problem before you.
Yes.
And that's what I'm trying to say to you. I say it openly. I love my girls. I love my boys. And I tell them, I phone them. And the worst thing is for me, when I phone them, it's how you? Oh, Dad, man, you don't keep up. I said, look, all I want to making sure you don't have to give me the ups and downs. I'm just checking that you're right. You can phone me to tell me how you're getting on. That's all. That's all I ask. Nothing more. I don't want don't get me on my occasion say, who you seeing? You have a boyfriend? You know what I mean? No. I don't want
just
you
let me know.
That's me.
Just let me know.
I'm not into this because I don't want nobody to hurt you. It's simple. None of my sons or my girls.
Right. First time touching the pitch at Chelsea and the reaction from the crowd. Now, I wouldn't even know how to react to that because I know I went through. And the most I went through was just being booed at and having opportunities to go and compete and then getting a phone call saying you can't make it today because if you turn up to this competition, I lose my license to put on an event. So I had to go home. That's the most I had to deal with in terms of disappointment. But I never had to face abuse in the way you did.
You know what?
And how did you cope with that?
It wasn't expecting it. But I don't know, well.
I know that must have been tough.
Forget that nod from your manager, first thing. Because that's, as I said, that was the aim, to get into the first team. And to do that now, you've achieved and you've shown them how good you are. My manager, rest his soul, John Neal, gave me that chance. And to be involved now, substitute against Crystal Palace away, we'll never forget it, Selhurst Park. Driven in the coach, it was like, boy, that opened my eyes. The coach was like my house. It was like, I've never been in the coach. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was like, this coach had a bath, he had a shower, he had a toilet. I was like, kitchen.
It's a luxury to me.
No, man, what's going on in this? So you're buzzing. You're getting down there, you're in your own world, like an outer shell. Because as much as there's banter going on the coach, you can't hear it. Because you're somewhere else. You understand me? So I was in there, seeing the ground, seeing the thing, Paul. Until, boy, where? You wake up.
Come back to reality.
Bam, all right. But what can I see fans down there? Said, damn, you know what I mean? Aside, okay. Got into the change room and the excitement's in the corner and I'm thinking, boy, this is where you are, Paul.
So was there like an announcement, you see like they have on Sky Sports, breaking deal player, any of that? Or did it just suddenly see you on the field?
No, because at that time, TV hadn't been out.
Okay.
You got to remember that. TV media was not out at that time.
So this is good for people to hear because
this is what I'm saying, a long time. You've got to understand as well, at that time, and a lot of people didn't realise, and these youngsters now, there was only one sub. 11 players on a pitch, one sub. You see today's football, 6, 7 players, 3 subs. So you can imagine when a manager can put his sub on, when he becomes useful or taken advantage of to say there's an injury, obviously sub, or change a game, bring their sub on. He had to be that knowledgeable, you know what I mean, as a manager saying, boy. So 2-2, I was ready, don't get me wrong, warmed up, got my tracksuit, got my shorts, everything. And went out on the pitch, warmed up, come back in, and I got the support. My teammates were great. Canners, when you get on, mate, all the best. And it tapped, and it was like, thanks guys, bam. You know, you have your little rituals, kiss a little ring, you know what I mean, and come up, bam. And it was like, sat down in the dugout, boom, managers over to the side, and I was like, game started. 20 minutes is gone in. And I'm like, boy.
Am I going to get a chance?
I'm not even looking at that. Because right now, I'm looking at my opposing player. And I've turned to the left, and I see the right back. And I'm talking to myself, and I said, I got that right back covered. That boy too slow for me.
So you really sussed him out?
No, I'm going to rock him up. That's what I'm thinking. Get me on. It's 0-0 first half. That was it. I'm thinking, got to keep on. Because I'm going to get on. If it stays like this, got to bring me on. Imagine like 30 minutes went by, 35, I'm thinking, come on, man, change this game. I'm telling you, nothing's happening. I'm talking, my manager's there. He's the one that's got to make decisions, brother. I'm on the line, I'm making noise, you know. I'm brocking my boots like the studs and making noise just to let him know, I'm here, bro. I'm here, get me. Man, you can imagine this now, nearly 37 minutes. I'm thinking, this boy not putting me on.
Still in the first half or second?
Second half now. And like, boy, man just had to go, Canners, what? Go and get warmed up. Ooh,
that's all you needed.
Ready. I'm so ready. And I ain't thinking nothing, I'm just standing in line. And listen, how it was then back then, it was so close. A lot of now stadiums have changed, but the crowd was that
right close.
I'm warming up. I've got my back, I'm stretching, I'm ready. I'm making sure I stretch myself. And it comes to, boy, I start hearing this racist abuse. And I just heard it. Nigga, go home. Nigga. Monkey, what are you doing there? I'm thinking, boy, Crystal Palace fandom is really getting dark. And how come nobody's saying nothing? They ain't stopping them. That's what I'm going through my mind. But, boy, Paul, pay attention. Just carry on. Just warm up. It got worse. Hey, you nigger, get out. What? Brother, man, I'm taking this on and I'm just getting angry now. Because I've never heard that amount.
Didn't even hear that outside of your house, did you?
I'm not hearing that on the road. Because if a man said that on the road, he would get approached. Here is now.
Sorry.
Trust me.
Sorry.
Because that was the difference.
Yeah, there was a difference.
You're in a career.
You can't react that way.
You can't react that way. And this is what I knew. Nobody had to tell me. I just said, boy, but I just received this. And it's only when I turned around
that you realised.
It's not Crystal Palace fans, it was my own. And that was the turning point. I was like, what? Whoa. I mean, I was up here and I dropped like that. I've got the blue shirt.
Yeah, I'm one of you.
And you abused me like, sir? Brother, I took off the tracksuit. Lamely, should I say. It was like, and I was on the pitch.
They took your fire away, didn't they?
Gone away, man. I got the ball, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I just gave it back. I couldn't. There was no energy or nothing.
Yeah, they took everything away from you.
The referee, you know when they say about 14 minutes, it was the longest 14 minutes. But when that referee blew the whistle, I was the first one to shot off like that. I shot off, went in the change room, and I was in the corner. I was thinking, damn. Now I've had racially abused on the road, and as I said, reproached. Yeah, say it again, bruv.
Yeah.
Say it again. What? But this was different because I didn't expect it. This is professional football stadium, bruv. Now you don't hear it when you're on the TV.
No.
But now I'm here in the ground. I'm like, nah. And it hit me. I ain't lying to you. My players. Now, you know when you go in a room, you get the banter with your teammate, you know what I mean? If you get, what's happening? You see that? Brother, they were so quiet. They heard. My teammate heard. It was so heard. It was like,
so
what could they say to me?
Yeah.
They couldn't say, Paul, are you all right? I'm not all right. They know I'm not all right. Manager was yelling.
And how old was you at this time?
I was 22.
Could you imagine dealing with that at 22?
Nah, bruv. And like I was saying, it was like, usually I would have dealt with that. But you're now in a career that you're looked at, not just by fans, but by the hierarchy in the club.
Yeah.
And if the club sees that you can't behave in a manner...
Regardless of what's going on.
Regardless of that, you're out. They're quite easily, I don't care what that's not the kind of,
So you set the trend, which is good because you showed that regardless of what's going on externally, you set the benchmark. You know what, I didn't realise at that time. But now you can see. I see it what now. You've done. Because I always used to talk with the youngsters. Yeah. Not that I didn't get on with my teammates. I just saw there was quite a few young black players that was looking on me and said, Kenneth, man, you're giving us the input. Yeah. You're giving us the strength that you can do it, we can get in there. And I realised that, again, your chance will come, don't worry. Just keep it, when it comes, take it. But receiving that for 3 years, bro, wow. Away and home, boy, let me tell you something. So even when you've done well for the team? Let me tell you something. It come to a stage, a particular game where they stopped, playing Sheffield Wednesday, away, Milk Cup. It's a cup, Carlsberg or whatever cup they call it, but we called it Milk Cup back then. And it was a Sheffield Wednesday way. I'm in touch with my dad. He's now in Sheffield Wednesday. And I said, would you like to come and see me? So he said, yeah. So it's like the first time I'm nervous as hell. I know I'm sub. And I'm nervous as hell. I'm thinking, boy, what do I want to say to this guy? Where's he been all my life? You know what I mean? That's my concentration. Well, going forward, the game started. And first half, we're 3-0 down. Sheffield Wednesday, good side in the second division. Chelsea, Sheffield Wednesday, we were a good side, but they were good. We're 3-0 down. There's no way we're coming back from this. Sorry, no way we're out of this cup. So to change second half now, you're going on, we're changing it up. But I don't know what, it was the instinct, but from the kickoff, I know it went back
to Joey Jones. We flighted it over, and Speedy and Kerry headed it. I got him beyond the defender. Vroom, hit it first time to the right of the keeper, 11 seconds, 3-1. From there, every attack, 3-2, 3-all. Trust me, we're buzzing. So second half done. That same second half now, Pat Niven, who's a very good friend, got the ball from his own half, dribbled it, passed it, which was towards me. But at that same time, my striker, Kerry Dixon, cut across me and got the ball. So I headed into the box. Now, Kerry's a person, when he's got a ball, he don't like to pass. That's the striker's instinct. But yeah, man, I remember I was cussing because Kerry, I'm pass.
I'm ready. I'm open.
Boom. Kerry passed his ball and I was shocked.
That's not common for him. Yeah.
And I'm in front of the keeper with his ball. I hit it, went through his leg. It's 4-3. Can you imagine my head? I'm scored the winner. I've just come on. Second half, bruv. My father's in the crowd watching this.
Good.
I didn't tell you before that, right? I'm at the sideline and this woman, Sheffield Wednesday, she's giving me pure sweets all through the game. Don't worry. When they scored the first one, she give me. When they scored the second, she give me. The third one,
pure sweets, like
pure sweets. She give me. Don't worry, there'll be next time for you. She give me sweets. So when I scored that fourth now, I run straight to the bench looking for her.
Sweets.
I'm waiting for the woman.
Where's my sweets?
Where's the woman? Canners. She gone. When you call that fourth, she went on.
Oh, no.
Bruv, I didn't even celebrate like you usually celebrate to the person that passed you.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Kerry. I was like this. And you know what? Everybody questioned this. I had this arm up like this, like a fist, like a black power. And it was just automatic. I went like this, you know, like that. And it was at the time to shoulder to the fan who came over. I know who was giving me abuse, but I went and like that. And brother, from there, we went on extra time and it went to 4-4. But from there, bro, returned back home. Returned home. I was one of them. It was mainly when I say one of them because they started to call my name. They never used to call my name out before, but they called my name. Canoville, started to sing. And when my teammates said, Canoville, did you hear that?
That must have been nice.
He said, man, you're one of us. I had to tell him, but boy, I've always been one of you. You know what I mean? But yeah.
You had to go through it to earn your stripes because you broke the mold. You were the first black player.
It was a tough one.
Break the ice.
And I realise it now and people remind me that every day. They remind me. Don't get me wrong. Even man... Oh, you've just put on that.
Oh, you never just put the TV on.
Did that come through there? Anyway, that was a TV intermission.
It is.
Thanks so very much. But it was, you know what? It was something that got me and my dad close now, talking. We're talking. He saw me and it was today. It's amazing because we went and met in the bar and it's so funny. I was thinking, what am I going to say to this guy? Do I get vexed with him?
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of person. I give everybody, you know what I mean, break. He says, yeah, how you doing? What do you think of the game? Yep. Gotta go get him.
Is that how he talks?
Yeah, he does that. So he said, yeah. How you been in it? I good. This is Dominican, you know,
yeah.
I'm trying to play with it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, what conversation am I going to? All right, you fancy a drink? Yep. Well, all right, let's go for a drink.
Let's go for a
drink.
drink.
This shandy come out, boy, and after that, we just busted it up.
That was it.
I think, if I'm being honest, I think my mum was a bit hurt that me and him caught up and we get on. But she understands, she respects it. That's your father, no matter what. Yeah. You know what I mean? Obviously, what happened in the past, I don't know. She never shared it with us, me and my sister, but to know he's there, you know what I mean? That's the only thing I can see. I know what my mum has done for me. And she's been there totally, and she realised it that, today's, to acknowledge the word legend, I still don't acknowledge it. But yes, to what I went through and what I've received and what I've done, if it has helped, that's great. I still continue to help. I still go to the Cobham and talk to the academy boys in regards of what he was growing, you know what I mean, being a professional, where the stages go, what you need to do.
This is interesting. So I think on one hand, although your career was cut short, I think you've been blessed in the way that you've put yourself to be able to educate and help. And that was costly for you because you was never able to go out and be the best you could have.
Yeah.
But on one hand, you're now in a position to advise, share your story.
Love it.
And anything you probably get your satisfaction out of that.
It's the most thing. For me, I think it was a proud moment for me and my mum when I was a TA. When I told her I've got the job as a TA at a primary school, she was, oh my gosh.
Good.
Paul, well done. I was like,
good.
Thanks, Mum. And that's
what you needed from her.
Yeah, that's the only time she showed me anything. I'm gonna check this out. When I told her, like, Mum, you know what I mean? Because you tell your friends, like, I've done it. I'm a professional footballer. Go on, my boy. That's my friend. My sister. Go on, my boy, brother. Go on. I phoned Mum. Mum, I've done it. I'm professional. So what? So what? That was it. And the fun went down. I was like,
why should we busted your bubble?
Yeah, busted it, man. I was like, you know what it was? She was proud, but didn't
she didn't
have
to express it.
Express it.
She didn't have to express.
She didn't. Brother, let me tell you something. See, when this book came out, all right, the publisher know where to lie. Come out when he first come out. He said, "Well, we've done it here, Paul. Here's your 12 copies, and here's your champagne sent to the yard." Now I didn't know it had real drive. And, you know what I mean? Cause I kept asking my mum, if they sent the books. Oh yes. Well, what happened to them? Oh, I send them to the family in the Caribbean. All right, what happened to the champagne? Oh, I drink it. I mean, hold on, this is the mother that how it's more, but she sent the books already to her family.
Didn't even read
it. Must my drink. Trust me. So I'm just saying, I love you, Mum. I really do.
It's all good, right?
I love you, I really do, and I love you now. You know what I mean? So it was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was like, oh my God, you sent the book down to someone. I think, oh, they're gonna know what's happening.
It is.
And it's like, you know what? I'll get on with it. I'm a lot stronger. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am a lot stronger.
Brilliant.
So that's great.
Paul, on that note,
big man, thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
And this is Paul's book, Black and Blue. It's out on all platforms. Copy it, read it. It is a brilliant, brilliant read. And once again, Paul, thank you so much.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you.